With every success that there is in lawn care, there's bound to be a failure. And my failure this year was my sprigs. It was not a total failure, however. Some of the sprigs did in fact take root and start establishing new alpha grass. And those are coming along pretty nice. However, for the rest of it, it was pretty much a failure. One great thing though, and this is just the general nature of alpha grass, in my case Bermuda back here, and that is the stolons spreading and going in and creeping in to a new area. So why did the sprigging not work? What I harvested, that Bermuda back there was like 6-7 inches tall. It was way too tall. It was extremely leggy, and I did not actually get a whole lot of stolons out of that. There were a few, and those I suspect were the few that actually took hold and are now thriving. The other bit is I didn't water it a whole lot. For the first few days, I was on top of it, but as the days went on, I got lazy and I didn't come outside to turn it on, and I didn't bother hooking up a timer or anything like that because I didn't feel like it. That's okay though, because we're gonna fix it and hopefully do it a little bit better this go round. So I'm gonna be harvesting the sprigs a little bit differently this time. I'm actually gonna use a garden rake now instead of the landscape blade. I'm harvesting them not from kind of the center area. I'm harvesting them from the edges where the tiff gland is creeping out and growing into a bare area. That way I'm more easily able to pull up the roots along with the stolons running across, and that's going to give me a better chance at success. It would be a whole lot easier using an actual like dethatching rake or something other than a garden rake. However, that's all I have right now, and I really don't feel like buying a dethatching rake. I'd rather buy a real dethatcher or build one. Also, we're going to kind of get the party started back here very, very early. It's July 31st, and let's throw some HGT into the mix here, because why not? It's yellow jacket coated. It should be able to grab that extra moisture, hold on, and survive all this crazy August heat. Or we'll find out. It'll probably be another failure, but that's okay. And so with the seed, I'm putting it down. I roughed up the surface a little bit here with just like a leaf rake. Nothing too intense. I've then gone back over that area and I sprinkled potting soil, or well, like seed starting mix. It's honestly mainly peat moss with a little bit of fertilizer. It's what I had on hand. I didn't feel like running to the store, grabbing and purchasing anything else. I don't really want to go out right now. So I used the rest of this here, and now it's time to tamp it in. And I'm using the trusty hand tamper. That thing sucks. Holy cow, they work fantastic, but they also just wear you out and drain you. And when it's like 95 degrees outside and humid and sticky and sweaty and nasty, it wears you out fast. But it gets the job done, and it's given me some pretty decent seed to soil contact. So with the KBG seed down, we're now going to go in and toss some of the sprigs that I harvested already, and we're going to sprinkle them around the area. Any larger clumped ones, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to actually see if there's any loose bits where I've been plucking weeds, because I pulled a whole ton of weeds cleaning this thing out, and I'm going to kind of put them down in the soil, so that'll actually have a really good chance of surviving. And with all the sprigs down, now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to tamp those in a little bit. Will it do anything? Probably not. Probably won't do anything at all, but we're going to tamp it in to get the soil contacted to those root stolen things, and then we're going to water it in. And it's that easy. Well, it was just as easy last time and it didn't work, but we'll see this time. I think it'll be more successful this time. And now with seed down, I'll actually have a reason to make sure that it stays moist all throughout the day. So in combination of the new seed, the new sprigs, plus all the stolons creeping across, coming at it from 3 or 4 directions, because I do have a barren wasteland area beyond, I should hopefully have, probably by the end of August, and we'll do a checkup then, a completely filled area of Bermuda grass with hopefully some Kentucky bluegrass in the mix. And the ground has sunk a little bit more even after all my hand tamping. Yeah, who would have thought that? But that sunk a little bit more, and I'm just going to sand cap all that later on this fall once the KBG takes a really good hold to bring it up even with the remainder area. So that's it with re-sprigging the sprig area that failed, but didn't fail completely. I had a little bit of success in the mix on there, but it was mainly a failure, and that's okay, because I don't let anything like that get me down, because then you just don't feel like continuing on if you just let things get to you. And if you notice behind me, the yard is looking absolutely fantastic. All I've done on its X screen, getting ready to actually drop down probably some FFF. I'm not sure, I haven't figured it out yet, but some FFF and probably some more oyst, because while we have been getting some rain, some Florida-esque showers throughout the day, it still hasn't been enough to keep things going. If we get a couple days without rain, I noticed the localized dry spot re-emerging. So I'm going to give a whole other wetting agent treatment and then treat the other areas with probably some tournament ready for the localized dry spot. So that's it for this one, guys. Hope you all enjoyed it. Hit the like button if you liked this. If you didn't like it, hit the dislike button, and we'll see you next time, guys. It's Mike Real Low Dad. Y'all have a good one.